This was something completely from within. I didn't need any external thing. I didn't need any substance to feel this way. This was coming from inside my own body. And I started dancing so hard. I started feeling the music and just going absolutely crazy. I was dancing harder than the drunk people around me. I used to use alcohol like most people, but that all changed this year when I flew back to my hometown and got a text from one of my childhood best friends. And I will never forget what happened after this. The friend asked if I'd go clubbing with him. We were best friends when we were 5 to 7 years old, but we stayed in touch over the years. But we never had that classic experience of getting drunk together and going clubbing. But there was one problem. I was sober. I made the decision on my 23rd birthday in May this year to stop drinking alcohol. I hated the hangovers. I hated how much worse I was performing in my business, in my work. And I just couldn't see my future self drinking. And so if I was going to stop at some point, why not now? But now my childhood best friend wanted me to go out. And I've been saying no to him for years and years. So how could I say no to him now when I happen to have flown back to my hometown, which is happening less and less? So I said yes, but on one condition. I wasn't drinking. I thought to myself, I'll just go and show up to the club with him, maybe not dance as much, maybe just sit around and talk to people more, have some solid conversations, because if I'm not drinking, then I can't dance, right? I'm not foreshadowing, you're foreshadowing. Fast forward, we walk into the club and everyone in the group is drunk. They're laughing, they're having a good time, and they're excited to dance. Me? I'm in a neutral, calm type of state of mind. I'm just chilling. But then we get to the dance floor and there's a live singer there. He's doing really good. The music's actually really nice. There's some lights. There's some fog machine going on. Everyone around me starts going crazy. They're having a great time. They're dancing. They're enjoying. They're going crazy. But me, I'm actually anxious. You wouldn't know it looking at me, but you would see in my body language that I'm kind of constricted. I'm moving pretty robotically, and you can tell that I'm trying, I'm trying to dance, but I'm not enjoying myself. I'm actually in my head. I'm thinking about what other people are thinking of me. I'm thinking oh my God, I don't know how to dance. What am I doing? I'm thinking ugh, they must think I'm a loser, that I'm so weird for what I'm doing right now. And worst of all, I start thinking, damn, I need a drink. The reason I'm not enjoying this right now, the reason that this is bad is because I don't have alcohol in my system. They all have alcohol. That's why they're enjoying themselves. That's the problem. And so I start thinking in my head, okay, I could just go over to the bar and just get a drink, and then I would feel good. While I was moving awkwardly in the middle of this dance floor, all of these anxious thoughts going through my head, one thought comes out of nowhere. And this thought was, why do you care? Here you are with a group of people you see at most once a year. They're not even friend group A, B, C, probably not even D. They're down the alphabet. You're in the city that you don't even live in anymore. You flew in just for a few weeks and you're in this random club within this city. You don't even live in the city. Your parents' house is outside the city. Why? Why do you care so much? And with all of these new thoughts about why do you care came a feeling, a pull to let go. And so I started breathing really deeply and slowly into the bottom of my stomach where I was feeling the tension, feeling the anxiety. I breathed so deeply and I open up my whole body. I start using some of the tricks and techniques I got from the many meditation and breathwork sessions I've been doing over the last few years. I'm breathing, I'm releasing the tension, and then I become aware. Instead of living in the anxiety, identifying with the anxiety, being the anxiety, I take a step back and I start to notice, oh, wow, I am anxious right now. Standing there in the middle of this dance floor, I am anxious. And as soon as I take that step back and I notice the anxiety and I'm breathing through it and I'm allowing it to pass, something beautiful happens. All of a sudden, instead of hearing all of these thoughts, feeling so scared, feeling worried, I start hearing the music. Suddenly, my body starts moving. And all of that negativity, that bad feeling I was in, my entire experience shifted to almost feeling like I'm drunk. It's a spontaneous joy, bliss, just feeling and moving through the music. Effortless joy. I was having a great time, completely sober. This was something completely from within. I didn't need any external thing. I didn't need any substance to feel this way. This was coming from inside my own body. And I started dancing so hard. I started feeling the music and just going absolutely crazy. I was dancing harder than the drunk people around me. I was smiling. I was free. I didn't care about anything. I was being. This joy didn't come from forcing anything. It didn't come from creating, putting out. It came from letting go. And what did the other people think? Like, did they see me? Like, what did they think of me? Did they think I was like crazy? Like, how did Sunny just randomly? I don't know. I don't know. Because all I was experiencing was the music and just enjoying that moment. We don't need a substance or anything external, anything that we don't have already, in order to feel joy, bliss, peace. It's already within us. We just need to remember. But here's the truth. That moment didn't happen by chance. It happened because I've been doing the inner work for years. Meditation, breath work, self-inquiry, staring at my wall for literally an hour straight over and over again. All of that work built up the muscle to stay present even when anxiety arises. Most people never even notice their anxiety. They're just in it. But when you notice it and not identify with it, and then breathe through the anxiety, that's when real freedom begins. So the next time that you feel that tension at a party, in a meeting, on stage, don't run from it. Watch it. Breathe into it. That's the door back to yourself. And once you find that, you'll realize you never need anything else to feel alive. Peace.